Bible verses about ushering. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. Psalm chapter 84 verse 10. Distributing to the necessity of saints. Given to hospitality. Romans chapter 12 verse 13. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. That they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come, that they may lay hold on eternal life. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 18 to 19. And the porters were Shalom and Achab and Talman and Ahiman and their brethren. Salem was the chief. 1 Chronicles chapter 9 verses 17 to 27. And the captain of the guard took Sariah, the chief priest, and Zephaniah the second priest, and the 3 keepers of the door. 2 Kings chapter 25 verse 18. With good will, doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. Ephesians chapter 6 verses 7 to 8. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verses 4 to 5. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. John chapter 10 verse 3. Go up to Hilkiah the high priest, that he may sum the silver which is brought into the house of the Lord, which the keepers of the door have gathered of the people. 2 Kings chapter 22 verse 4.